Tacoma, Washington, home to 41 inches of annual rainfall, and tonight's SFL minor league action as the visiting Ottawa Cavalry ride into Puget Sound to take on the Tacoma Grizzlies. With only one win between these two clubs in Season 3 so far, the stakes for postseason glory are high, and the smashing of pads is imminent. Happy SFLm game night to you. This is Josh Zirkle delivering your play-by-play, along with your producer Cameron Irvine, and next to me, the man of the hour for your analyst, the huggable, the slappable, David Ware. And David, with both teams struggling to get out of first gear this season, what do you expect to see out there in tonight's matchup?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the SFLm game of the week right here. Ottawa, I'm looking for Scar Patterson to look to try to pick apart the Tacoma defense. But Tacoma, they're going to be looking to pick apart Ottawa as Brad Jones looks to add some more touchdowns to his already impressive start.
And Ottawa, who has struggled to get in the win column, has not struggled to put up points. They've done a fair job of that so far, 23 points and 33 in their first two games so far this season. But it will be the Grizzlies and quarterback Johnny Reno and company that will get the first crack on offense. We thank you so much for joining us for SFLm action here on YouTube, where you may have seen some of the earlier games happening. In fact, I was at one of those games, Salt Lake City beating Lexington earlier. In Albuquerque, your Albuquerque Adams, David, going to 4-0 as Tacoma gets his kickoff to the 28-yard line. And here comes Johnny Reno and the Grizzlies offense.
Yeah, and so right now, Tacoma, they want to get started early, and they just want to put some up. They're the home team. They really need to try to get things going fast.
8 in the box for Ottawa. And the heavy set for Tacoma coming out of the gate here on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff up the middle to Brad Jones. And Brad Jones will get maybe a yard. And let's meet the Ottawa Cavalry defense. The defensive end is number 91, Mike Bellotti. The defensive tackle, number 50, T.C. Turner. An inside linebacker making his debut, is Kay Shinney. The outside linebacker, Stephon Forge. And the rest after we run it on 2nd and 9 here. Reno in the shotgun. Nickel set for Ottawa. Reno will take a step back. Under pressure, thrown to the right side. That is caught and out of bounds. And Tacoma has a first down. The rest of the Ottawa defense, the cornerback, number 26, Terrence Pearson. That free safety, number 21, Justin Reside. The strong safety, number 32, Harry Husky. And welcome to SFLm, Kay Shinney. Week 4 signing. This is her first SFLm game. 1st and 10 now for the Grizzlies at their own 42. Hand off to Jones, up the middle. Jones has some room and will get very close to midfield, 2nd and 5. David, first impressions of the Grizzlies offense so far.
We know Brad Jones is a huge part of this offense. They're going to him early, and I like what I'm seeing. He's getting quite a few holes. The offensive line has gave Reno some protection. So exciting to see what this offense is going to do.
And we are seeing a lot of bodies in that Ottawa front 7, or front 8 as it were. Throw here, and the ball is loose. And it looks like Ottawa will fall on it, but I wonder if they're going to rule that a catch upon review. But as it stands, it's Ottawa's ball with great field position.
Yeah, I'm definitely challenging that because I don't know that he ever had possession of the ball. That should be an incomplete pass from what I was able to see.
Reno threw that to Arthur Perry, the backup tight end, and there it is, the challenge flag coming out for Tacoma. And R62 will get a look at this. David, you've gone on record. You say this is no catch.
Yeah, absolutely. He never had possession of the ball. You got to take a couple, at least a good step or two with it, and he never had possession. So that's incomplete pass all the way. And it's important for Tacoma to have a turnover this early would definitely help give Ottawa the advantage they do not want.
And we see applause on the Tacoma sideline. That ruling is overturned. Tacoma will keep the ball and keep their timeout. Neither one of those insignificant here in the early going.
No, that's a huge he not only again like you said, do they sit out, but they keep the drive going and allow Ottawa to get any momentum in their favor.
Trips to the top of your screen for Tacoma. First and 10, and that pass is caught and complete to Bill Henry, the tight end. And Henry will have a first down. And let's meet the Grizzlies offense. The quarterback, number 12, is Johnny Reno. The halfback, number 44, Brad Jones. At fullback, number 48, Hattori Hanzo. Wide receivers are number 11, Mike Savage, and number 80, Shane Kaufman. The tight end, making that catch, number 49, Bill Henry. And at guard, number 64, Nathan Furry. He joined the team just over a week ago. This is Furry's second game. And this is Brad Jones up the middle again, and Jones making some progress on the left side of the line. Will make it 2nd and 3. A nice running from Jones so far.
Yeah, absolutely. The offensive line for Tacoma is doing its job. I mean, they are giving Jones all kinds of holes to run through, and that's what he does best. So, going to continue to see a heavy load of running is what I would expect.
Twin tight end set. Jones again up the middle. And Jones will get a couple to get his team into a manageable 3rd and 2. David, is the Grizzlies not quite at field goal range just yet?
No, they're not. But at 3rd and 2, they have to feel good about this. You know, they're wearing down the Ottawa defense. They're forcing their will on them right now. 3rd and 2 with Brad Jones. I'm not worried about it. They're going to run it, and they should pick up the first down with the way the offensive line's been blocking.
8 in the box. And there's the throw, and that is caught in a spin cycle. Brad Jones again. And that is another first down. Jones slow to get up. Probably just catching his breath. But a tremendous catch and spin and run.
Yeah, and Brad Jones only 7 catches all year for 40 yards, but that was a big one right there to keep the drive going.
Jones on the bench for this play. Reno will throw the out route, and that is caught to number 80, Shane Kaufman. And Kaufman, I believe his first catch of the game, and it's a good one to make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Shane Kaufman, you know, he hasn't been the number 1 target. Mike Savage has been the number 1 target, but Shane Kaufman does have 132 yards this year receiving so far. So look for Reno to continue to try to find him.
And we are seeing this twin tight end set again from Tacoma. And Jones this time stuffed behind the line. A pair of Ottawa defenders there, including Harry Husky, the strong safety, coming through with a TFL, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Reno, what he's going to have to do is Jones can run through holes all day, but Reno is going to have to find Kaufman and Savage on the outside downfield a little bit. They're going to have to pull a linebacker out of the box by opening the field up.
Jones up the middle again. He'll get a couple. And it'll be 4th and 3. He's going to be short of the first down. And, David, I think we're going to get our first look at Tacoma kicker, Pauty, as he rolls out for what I think will be a 44-yard field goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely within range. And, Pauty has shown some ability to make a field goal like this. So, good drive for Tacoma. You hate not to walk away with a touchdown, but at least you have an opportunity to put some points on the board.
And they will spot this kick on the right hash of the 34-yard line. Pauty puts it up, and that is looking delicious, and that is in there for 3 points. Tacoma's on the board.
Yeah, a great start. Tacoma did a good job. The offensive line did their part. Brad Jones did his part. Johnny Reno found Kaufman. He found Jones. So a balanced offense, somewhat want to get a little bit more involved with Savage and Bill Henry, but great first drive for Tacoma.
And now the Cavalry, who are still looking for their first win of the season, will get this ball after exactly 5 minutes expired. On Tacoma's first drive, very impressive drive for the Grizzlies right out of the gate. And a decent return here for Ottawa as they will take over at the 24-yard line. Scar Patterson and the offense will get to work.
Yeah, and he's going to be facing against Tacoma's defense, who's got the 8th-ranked defense as far as points allowed. And they give up an average of 287 yards a game in the air. So Scar Patterson should have an opportunity to rack up some yards against this defense.
Bunch set at the top of your screen. On 1st and 10, Patterson will throw it on first down. The out route on the right side is good. That is caught. That is Rupert Westclaw, perhaps the most proficient tight end at SFLm right now, and that is very close to a first down, 2nd and inches.
I mean, for a big old guy, 6'5", 255, he's got some pretty good hands to be able to reel that out and still get downfield for a couple more yards.
Westclaw leading all tight ends in yards and trailing, if I'm not mistaken, only 3 wide receivers. Vital portion of this offense. You see him lined up in the wide receiver down there at the bottom of your screen. That might have something to do with that. Bunch set again for Patterson. Adrian Ellis, the single back. Patterson will put it up, and that is caught and fumble ruled again. And Tacoma's going to pick it up and run with it. And that will be Tacoma getting that down inside the 35-yard line. And I think we'll get another look at this one too, David.
We should, and Tacoma did the right thing. They played it to the final whistle. But again, I do not think that the receiver had possession. I think it's exactly like what happened against Tacoma. I hope we see a challenge, and I feel the ball should come back to Ottawa. 2nd down.
Great heads-up play, though, by Daniel Wright, the free safety, who caught that ball on the hop, and there is the challenge flag from Ottawa. But let me finish giving props to Wright, who scooped that ball up and made a nice return out of it. The free safety had his heart set on the end zone, but David, we think this one's coming back.
Yeah, I mean, I would be very shocked if it doesn't. I mean, just at no point does it look like he has control of the ball.
I don't even think he had both feet down on the ground before it came loose.
I mean, they might be able to call it an interception, but I don't see it as a fumble.
We see the applause from Ottawa head coach Frank Morales. And that ruling is overturned as well. And David, so far you and I doing a great job of officiating this game.
I'm just glad that that's not our primary job, because that is not a fun job to have.
Could not agree more here. 3rd and inches, though, for Ottawa as it stands. They're going to go to the pro set with twins up top. Patterson. No, he's going to hand it off on the draw. And Adrian Ellis, is going to deliver the first down. And let's meet this Ottawa Cavalry offense. The quarterback is number 9, Scar Patterson. The halfback, number 24, Adrian Ellis. The wide receivers are number 17, Ryan Roosevelt. Number 19, Josh Stiles. The tight end is number 88, Rupert Westclaw. And at tackle, number 72, Perrin Ibarra. 1st and 10 now from Ottawa's own 38-yard line. Patterson in the shotgun. Nickel set for Tacoma. Patterson will throw here. Big gun over the middle. That is caught. Outstanding catch by Ryan Roosevelt. And Ottawa's in plus territory.
Absolutely, Josh. This is not our first Ottawa game that we have called together. We have seen Ryan Roosevelt be the security blanket for Scar Patterson and do a really good job. And it's almost like he catches everything that he's doing. So I expect Patterson to continue to put.
Patterson will stay in the shotgun here for 1st and 10 from Tacoma's 39. He will look to throw again. The out route this time is caught. And he is dragged down. That is Josh Stiles being dragged down close to the sticks. Gain of 8 for Stiles, 2nd and 2.
I love right now Scar Patterson spreading the ball around. Westclaw, Stiles, Roosevelt, they've all been involved in receiving. And then Ellis with his run. So great job distributing the ball amongst everybody for Scar Patterson.
3 wide receivers on the field now for Ottawa. Patterson under center. Throw it to the left side. That is caught. And that is Roosevelt again. And Roosevelt gets very close to the red zone. In fact, they're going to spot this at the 20. And Ottawa is rolling here on offense, David.
Yeah, Scar Patterson, we just saw 4 of 5 for 51 yards already. He is extremely efficient tonight as he's moving the offense right down the field looking to score for Ottawa.
And they're going to stay in that pro set. And that's worked out well for them so far. Dealing to the left side again, and that is caught. And Roosevelt again, very close to moving the chains there. Another gain of 8. They're getting huge chunks of yardage here on on first down, David. They're going to be tough to stop at that rate.
Absolutely. First down has been very good for them. So I'm curious to see if they continue to push the Tacoma defense like this.
Second and short now. Ottawa knocking on the door in response to Tacoma's opening drive, which got them a field goal. Patterson will throw. It's Ellis. Ellis has a first down, and Ellis dragged down inside the 10-yard line. Took multiple Grizzlies defenders to bring him down, and it's first and goal for the Cavalry.
Yeah, great job by Scar Patterson to find his receiver. Tacoma's going to have to step it up and try to limit them to a field goal here.
First and goal. Patterson for the shotgun. Over the middle this time. And that is caught. It's in there for the touchdown. Josh Stiles doing the dirty work for Ottawa.
Big time catch. I mean, coming right in the middle of the field. That was a hard catch, but he did it.
Looked like Westclod set a pick for him as Westclod went up, ran the 9 route toward the end zone as Stiles cut all the way across. A tremendous opening drive by both teams, but it's Ottawa who is still looking for their first win of the season. They find the end zone first, and this will be 7-3 Ottawa pending the extra point.
Yeah, definitely a great drive for Ottawa, Scar Patterson.
That kick is good, and it's 7-3 Ottawa. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL. We put the fan in fantasy. And right now, Ottawa putting their stamp on this game as Tacoma will get this out to their own 28-yard line. And that is where Johnny Reno, who orchestrated a nice drive to open up this game, will go back to work.
Yeah, you know, coming into this week, Tacoma was ranked 7th while Ottawa was ranked 8th. Ottawa wants to overtake Tacoma and move themselves up into a position to possibly claim a playoff spot.
Reno in the shotgun. Jones to his right. Dime look for Ottawa. Reno will throw on first down. Pressure coming. Pass is thrown, and that is caught. And the receiver dragged back toward the line of scrimmage. And that is Shane Kaufman. And Kaufman's going to get credited for 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Tacoma, they've got to respond here. They've got to come back and put some points up. Great first play. Second down, they're in great shape here.
Very nice gain of 6 against that dime look. And now they will go back to the twin tight end set. Jones a single back, and Jones will get the call here. Jones up the middle, spin cycle, has room to run. It's going to beat the defender, and there's no one left to catch him. Brad Jones, touchdown Tacoma.
An amazing run by Brad Jones. He went right up the middle, a little spin move, and he took it to the house for a touchdown. Great response for Tacoma.
A marathon touchdown for Brad Jones. Gets the spin move, shrugs off a defender, and he is off to the races. You know, they threw a horse out of the Kentucky Derby for steroids, David. They might want to go into his stall and see what he's been eating.
They might have to do a post-game drug test on him there, but what a run. Brad Jones, 385 yards coming into this game, looking to have a big impact for the Grizzlies.
Mr. Jones and me running for the promised land. And Tacoma, with the extra point, will go back on top, 10-7. And David, we got a pretty good game in our hands.
Yeah, looks like we might have ourselves a shootout when it's all said and done.
Tacoma hosting the currently winless Ottawa Cavalry. And Ottawa, who has done a nice job of putting up points on the board, will be called upon to do so here again. And Scar Patterson will watch from the sideline to see where his offense will take over on the field. And that ball is fielded at the 1 and run out to the 24-yard line. And Ottawa, who had a nice drive to start this game, will now take over and try and answer the touchdown from Tacoma.
Yeah, and it come out fast and they come out strong. Neither team wants to let the other team take control of momentum right now.
Josh Stiles found the end zone for Ottawa earlier in this game. And there is a catch from Patterson. And already Ottawa moving the chains, as that was caught by number 80, Harry Harper, the backup wide receiver who's finding some reps on the field. First down, Ottawa.
Yeah, Scar Patterson is not afraid to get several different people involved. I love how he's spreading the ball around.
I love it as well. 3 wide receivers for Ottawa. Nickel look for Tacoma. Tacoma defensive backs giving a lot of cushion. Patterson throws. That is complete, and it's a first down. I believe that was Westclaw. They're going to hurry up, and they're going to keep this personnel in the field. Westclaw in the slot. They've been moving him around quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, and he's been very effective wherever they line him up. He definitely demands attention from the defense.
Patterson will throw again. Wide open over the middle, and that is caught. And it's Westclaw again, and he's inside the 15. And they're going to hurry it up again, David.
Yeah, I mean, they're going fast-paced, no questions asked. They're trying to come back and put their stamp on this game. Scar Patterson doing a phenomenal job orchestrating this offense.
And with Patterson running the no-huddle, Tacoma cannot substitute their defenders out. Patterson will throw again, and that is caught. And they're going to go no-huddle again. Roosevelt this time on the catch.
Yeah, they're in the red zone. Can they put it right here?
Patterson finds Roosevelt again. That is a first down. First and goal. That's going to be out of bounds at the 1. So now the Cavalry have 4 chances to punch this thing in from 36 inches away.
And Tacoma now is able to maybe get a few fresh defenders on the field. They're going to have to really, really stand strong here. 1.5 yards on 4 tries for Ottawa coming up.
And you can see 9 in the box for Tacoma. But Patterson's going to throw it. Look into the end zone. One-handed catch by Westclaw. That is a touchdown.
What a catch. Westclaw is a catching machine. And again, no matter where you line him up at, he is making plays.
His 3rd catch on the drive, and none bigger than that. Oh, he might have had a foot out of bounds, David. I don't know if this will come up over review or not, but as it stands, a touchdown for the Cavalry.
Well, he only has to have 1 foot in, so it was awfully close. I think you can call it either way, but I think we're going to see a challenge here.
And obviously, if they snap the extra point before the flag comes out, it will be for naught, and that is exactly what happens. And the kick is up and good, and Ottawa, after watching Tacoma run down the field, answers with a drive of their own, and it's 14-10 Cavalry.
Yeah, what a great first game. I'm talking about these 2 teams. They are answering each other well. I mean, just firing, matching each other. We have ourselves an exciting ball game that should go all the way to the finish.
14-10. We are not even out of the first quarter. 21 seconds remaining in the opening frame, and Tacoma will run this back out. A spin move there. And Tacoma will take over at the 29-yard line. Not a bad return there for the Grizzlies.
No, and so what is Ottawa going to do? Are they going to be able to stop Brad Jones? Really, if I'm Tacoma, I'm coming out and I'm giving Brad Jones the ball, and I'm making Ottawa stop him on this drive right here.
Johnny Reno saunters under center, showing all the poise in the world. Brad Jones behind him to his left. Reno will throw on first down. That is caught by Jones, but he has no room to turn upfield, and that's going to be a loss of 1 for Jones, 2nd and 11.
Yeah, you know, you would like to have seen him get downfield a little bit more, but he does get Jones involved nonetheless, but still, you know, plenty of time to try to respond here.
And it's nice to see Tacoma getting inventive and finding ways to get Jones the ball. Jones will take a seat on this play as Reno goes empty set and will throw on 2nd and 11. Out to the right side, has a man open, and that is caught. And I think that is Simpson again, the kick returner.
Well,
And
the
Simpson,
offensive line did their job perfect there because Reno had all day long, and he found Simpson wide open on the right-hand side. Easy first down for the Grizzlies.
you might say that's very benevolent coverage by Jim Conway, the cornerback. And that is the end of the first quarter. The teams will have to switch sides, but you can stay right there. More football action coming your way. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. You see the numbers there for Brad Jones. David, having a nice game so far.
Definitely. I mean, that big run definitely helped his numbers, but it's been a monster so far.
Jones again, he takes a shot there from the defender. That is Terrence Pearson. He gets a little body check in on Jones to make it second and 8.
I love that Jones got right back up, and I'd love to see him run it right back up the middle after a hard hit like that.
Tacoma has scored in both of their drives so far in this game. And now 2nd and 8. The twin tight end set again. Jones up the middle. And Jones stopped behind the line. And Ottawa finally perhaps has an answer. And it's Kay Shanae making his first presence known in his first game of the SFLm season.
Yeah, big time way to come in. Debut game and hit one of the best running backs in the SFLm for a tackle for loss. Great job today.
Jones goes back to the bench for 3rd and 8. Empty set. Reno will throw it down the field, and that is falling helplessly to the turf. Has no rest. Jim Conway, who was showcased in an unpleasant light earlier, gets in on that play, although at the tail end of it. And it looks like Tacoma's going to have to punt.
Ottawa has to be happy with this defensive possession. They came out. They really took Brad Jones out of the game for this series, made him not really relevant. And so a good 3 and out. Now Tacoma has a chance to come back, and Ottawa has a chance to add to their lead. I apologize.
Johnny Landers will punt this away for the Grizzlies. No pressure from Ottawa. There's a return. Not much to write home about. Ottawa will take over at the 22-yard line. Vermillion on the return.
Yeah, and so now here comes Scar Patterson. They've got the lead. It's a small lead. It's very important for Ottawa to put some points on the board in this drive.
Scar Patterson, like his Tacoma counterpart, in no hurry to get up under center. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Patterson will throw on 1st down. And there's the catch. And I believe that is Vermillion again, who gets a nice gain on 1st down. Gain of 7, in fact, to make it 2nd and 3.
Scar Patterson already 152 yards passing. That is a pretty good stat, knowing we're 9 minutes left in the second quarter still.
And plenty of chicken left on that bone for sure. Twins to the top of your screen. Ellis in the backfield with Herman Moore, the fullback. And it's Ellis this time on the flare route. He'll get maybe a yard, 3rd and 1.
A very manageable 3rd and 1 for Tacoma. I mean, they have to be, for Ottawa, excuse me, they have to be happy when anytime you can have a short yardage play on 3rd down like this.
Ellis and Moore in a pro set behind Patterson. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Nickel set for Tacoma. And there's their draw. And Ellis has room to run, and he's got the 1st down. Adrian Ellis taking advantage of the defense, looking for the pass rush. And Ottawa had them all fooled. 1st down, Cavalry.
Yeah, that hole was really large. He just got the run through. Definitely a great job by Ottawa to open up the hole.
Fresh set of downs for the Cavalry. Patterson will throw again on 1st down, as he has done so often tonight. And that is a catch and a gain of 4 for Josh Stiles. And while we have a second, let's meet the Tacoma Grizzlies defense. At defensive end, number 99, John Swift. The inside linebacker, number 52, Earl Fields IV. At outside linebacker, number 47, Axel Raven. The quarterback, number 23, Cody Griffin. The free safety, number 34, Daniel Wright. And welcome to the league, Terrence Weary, the strong safety, number 22. As Ellis goes down in a heap, and that is Earl Fields IV. Swing those arms, you big man. That is a TFL for you, sir. And a 3rd and long for the Ottawa Cavalry.
Yeah, great stuff there by Tacoma. They want to get the ball back. Great way to really put Ottawa in a tough situation right there.
And after a first quarter filled with points, we're seeing a second quarter filled with defense. Patterson will throw again on 3rd and long, and that is caught by Roosevelt, but Roosevelt cannot turn upfield, and they're actually going to call it incomplete, saying he didn't have his feet in bounds. And here comes Aiden Loft to put it away.
So Tacoma has some more life, after going 3 and out, not able to put up any points last time. Now they're going to get the ball back. It's going to be very important for Tacoma to try to take advantage of this and put some points on the board.
No pressure on the punt from Tacoma. We've seen that from both teams so far. Returned ever so briefly, this time to the 32-yard line. Simpson doing the dirty work for the Grizzlies. And now what do you want to see out of this Tacoma offense right now? Johnny Reno, Brad Jones has looked great, but do you want to see them throw the ball a little more, David?
I mean, Johnny Reno's got to open up the field because right now we saw on the last drive, Ottawa is got their ears pinned back for Jones. So Reno's got to find Savage and Kaufman downfield to give Jones some more room to run.
Nickel set for Ottawa. Reno will throw on 1st down. Under pressure. Throws to the left side. That is caught. And turning upfield is Mike Savage, and Savage has a 1st down on his first catch of the game.
That's exactly what Reno needed to do. Do that a couple more times. Make sure that the linebackers can't just stay in the box and keep rushing the quarterback and get their ears pinned for Brad Jones. Make Savage a playmaker on this offense.
A fantastic clear-out route by Shane Kaufman to set the table for Savage. And now from the logo, Johnny Reno will run his second play of this drive from his own 49-yard line. Trips to the top of your screen. And Reno will throw again on 1st down. And will lob it up, and that is caught. Savage again. And Savage very close to another 1st down. It's going to be a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Thought Reno was going to tuck the ball and run with it there for a moment, but great job finding Savage at the last minute and picking up 9 yards.
It was a tremendous heads-up play for a guy who, I agree, looked like he was going to tuck it and go. And with 2nd and 1, Tacoma comes out in the heavy set. And there's the handoff to Jones, who has a bit of an escort. And Jones will get 1st down and more. As you see the numbers there, 87 yards. Averaging just over 9 a pop. You're going to win some games and get some 1st downs when you're able to do that, David.
Absolutely. And when you said he had some block, and that was a understatement. It's like he had Secret Service in front of him or something. I'm telling you what, he had a wide open lane to the outside. Great job by the blockers.
Reno again, and that is dropped. Very tough throw. Bill Henry, the intended receiver. David, a lot of juice on that goose.
Yeah, and Bill Henry's a little bit frustrated. He dropped that. That was a 1st down. More. But right now he has to forget about it. And so does Johnny Reno. They got to come back out and try to get this 1st down here.
Reno trying to get that ball into a tight window. The timing might have been off a little bit. Jones in the backfield. He'll get the call on 2nd and 10. He's stopped behind the line. Tremendous defense. Ottawa, a slew of defenders coming in to take down Brad Jones. And it will be 3rd and very long. Mitch Trunk among the stoppers for Ottawa.
Yeah, I think Ottawa saw the stats of how many yards Jones already had. And their main objective right now is to shut him down, so that defense is coming in hot and heavy, trying to keep him out of the game.
And Reno this time will get sacked. The Ottawa defensive line coming to play. And look who it is, T.C. Turner with the crossover.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, you know, Tacoma's marching downfield. Looks like they're fixing to score. Ottawa's defense steps up and puts Tacoma in a long field goal position. I don't even think it's manageable. They got to probably punt it now.
No, absolutely not. If there was any question about it, the sack from T.C. Turner answered all of those questions. And now here comes a punt from from Johnny Landers. And that will wander sheepishly into the end zone. It'll be a touchback from Ottawa. They'll get the ball at their own 20.
I tell you what, both of these teams, when one has a big offensive drive, the other one comes right back. When one has a defensive stand, the next team has a defensive stand. It's tick for tat right now. These two teams are so evenly matched.
4 consecutive scores, followed by 3 consecutive punts. And what will Scar Patterson do here out of the empty set on 1st and 10? Throwing over the middle. That is caught. And that is Vermillion again. Number 5 wide receiver in this offense, getting a fair amount of work. And Vermillion has a gain of 5 for 2nd and 5.
Vermillion is very lucky he was able to hold on to the ball. That's a hard hit.
Now Aiden Ellis will come back into this game. Adrian Ellis. I keep wanting to call you Aiden, Adrian. I apologize. Adrian Ellis around the left side. He'll get a couple. And brought down 3rd and 2. And Ellis will run back to his station as Ottawa goes no huddle. Went to the top of your screen. Ellis again. Has a hole. Gets out to the left side. He's got room to run. Ellis up the left sideline is finally taken down at the Tacoma 40. And Ottawa's going to stay in the hurry up, David.
Yeah, Ellis only had 105 rushing yards all season. He's had a couple nice runs tonight. That definitely the highlight of the night. If they can get him going, that will really help Scar Patterson.
Patterson likes the personnel he's seeing here. He gives it back to Ellis, but a gain of only 1 yard there. 2nd and 9, and the clock continues to run. We're just over 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Patterson will throw to Ellis this time, and Ellis met by a couple of defenders and is finally dragged down inside the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 0, if anything. Gain of, let's call it 3rd and 8, David.
All right, so right now this is a long 3rd down. They've got to do something. They do not want to turn around and punt the ball right now. They're definitely not in field goal position. They need a good 7 yards probably before they're even close to a field goal position.
This would be a 54-yarder for Potty. Perhaps out of the range of the youngster. And that throw intended for Josh Stiles is incomplete. And now we may see a decision here from Ottawa.
I mean, they've got to punt it. They're too far back. There's no way I'm going for a 54-yard field goal right now. Take the field position. Their defense has played great. Pin them back. Try to get them within 10 yards.
Nathan Loft will stand on the logo here. And the interesting thing about this, David, is you could have run the ball, run some more time off the clock and taken the delay of game. But look at this punt. And that is outstanding job by the Ottawa special teams. And it's number 27, Mike Carroll, who downs that ball at the 5-yard line for Tacoma.
Yeah, I mean, and really they were too far for a field goal. That is the ideal situation for Ottawa to be able to pin Tacoma back against their own end zone.
And now Johnny Reno, who Tacoma Grizzlies have punted on their last 2 possessions, will now start this drive in the shadow of their own goalpost with just over 2.5 to play here in the second quarter. Brad Jones is standing in the end zone. And he'll get the call at 1st and 10 out to the right side. Jones lowers a shoulder, and he'll get 5 yards. And you see the numbers there, 89 yards on 11 carries. And his gain of 5 there, commensurate with that stat line, 2nd and 5.
Well, Husky for Ottawa Cavalry probably just saved a touchdown because it looked like Jones was ready to go to the house. He was getting ready to go to the next level. Husky was able to wrap him up and stop him before he got going.
Jones will stay in. Throwing over the middle, and that is intended for Tacoma, but incomplete. They're at the 2-minute warning. Things have simmered down a little bit here, but the defense is heating up. Ottawa's up by 4. Come on back. Hattori Hanzo, the fullback, checks back into the game. He is offset to Brad Jones, who gets the call here on 3rd and 5. And Jones has a first down and more. And Jones breaks the tackle. And Jones finally dragged down by a defender at the Tacoma 27-yard line. Now the clock continues to run.
Yeah, that will put Jones over the 100-yard mark already. And we're not even at halftime. Jones has plenty of opportunity to rack up yards tonight.
It's not like he's had that much volume. I think only 13 carries, but nothing doing right there. As he stopped, and look who it is. It's T.C. Turner, who's going to dribble on back to the Ottawa huddle and celebrate that TFL.
Yeah, Brad Jones must have saw that Douglas Brown had like 190 yards rush, and that he's trying to top that tonight. So Brad Jones seems to be awfully hungry for sure.
He's well on his way. As the left side overloaded there for Tacoma. Twin tight ends. Reno throws, hits his receiver in the hands, and that is a huge drop from Shane Kaufman, who, to be fair, was very well covered by Ottawa on that play, 3rd and 12.
But you know what the coach is going to say? If you put your hands on it, you got to catch it. Kaufman should have been able to reel that one in.
And now here we go. 56 seconds left in the first half. Johnny Reno go empty set here. We may see some more no huddle, David. After this play, Reno in the shotgun. Dime look for Ottawa. Reno will throw over the middle. And that is caught. What an amazing catch. In traffic. And that might have been Max Savage. We're going to line this back up. 43 seconds to play here in the half. Reno will deal to the left side now. And that is Bill Henry with the catch. And Tacoma will use a timeout.
Yeah, very smart timeout. 39 seconds left in the half. Trying to get something before, at least get 3 points before we go to halftime. I mean, it's looking to be a very good drive so far, though.
39 seconds remain. Tacoma has a chance to even get a field goal and make this a 1-point game. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Reno has time to throw, back stand to block, and Reno will aim, and that is well defended. Reno looking for his backup wide receiver, Mitchell Simpson. An incredible defense there by Mike Carroll. And it might be an empty inning here for Tacoma.
Yeah, well, I mean, Reno had to get rid of it. He was fixing to get hit. And just overall, Ottawa with a great defensive stand as we get ready to wind down the first half. Ottawa standing strong, trying to keep this lead, go to halftime.
That was a good route by Simpson. Ball's just a little high. Excuse me, it'll be 3rd and 9. And Jones will line up behind the tackle here with Reno under center. Reno looking to throw again. Pressure coming, and that is caught. And that is Mike Savage. Mike Savage is going to fight for yardage, but he's going to be short. 4th and 1. And Tacoma may just let this time tick away, David.
20 seconds left. I'm going for I'm calling a timeout. I'm going for it. They're across midfield. I mean, they've got to try to get some points on we're going to have.
I mean, take a shot. Instead, no, it's a handoff to Jones. And Jones will get up the middle, and they will use a timeout, which leaves him with 1 left. Not much good that will do, though. Standing at Ottawa's 41-yard line with 2 seconds remaining. Too far for a field goal. Too little time to make a punt worthwhile.
Yeah, I would call a timeout after the last play instead of, eating up all that time. They probably still had another 3 or 4 seconds left, which would have gave them time to at least try to air one out, get a timeout, go for a field goal.
And we may see a Hail Mary here. 4 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. Can Johnny Reno get this off in time? The downside is you always put your quarterback in harm's way, waiting for pressure to come. Reno will get it off, throwing toward the end zone. That is bobbled in the air and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Nice little bit of drama there to end the first half. Ottawa holding their own here in enemy territory. And with 1 half left to play, Ottawa 14, Tacoma 10. And David, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I mean, it's been a great defensive battle overall. Both offenses have had a couple good drives, but really I like what I'm seeing on the defensive pressure. Ottawa has got to be happy. They don't have a win. They come in on the road. They are up 14-10. Matters doing a phenomenal job. They even got Adrian Ellis involved. They just got to continue to spread the ball out. I really feel that Ellis is the key to opening up the offense for Ottawa.
What's interesting is that Tacoma has the edge in rushing yardage, but losing on the scoreboard. And the large thanks to that man right there, Scar Patterson, who is connected with his receivers, Ryan Roosevelt and Josh Stiles. And, of course, Rupert Westclaw. Stiles and Westclaw, of course, have found the end zone. Westclaw in a fantastic second drive, and then Jones answered with this. A long touchdown run to keep Tacoma in it. And Westclaw, it was back and forth there, 14-10 at the end of the first quarter. And then the second quarter happened, David, and we saw the defense take over.
Yeah, absolutely. And both teams' defense really just suffocating the other team and standing strong, not giving up the big plays, and keeping pressure on the quarterback.
Brad Jones, we mentioned the edge in rushing yardage, but also the edge in time of possession. 12:08 to just 9:52 for Ottawa. And we wonder if that might be something that affects the outcome of this game in the second half. You see there another run by Brad Jones, who has been outstanding in this first half so far. 111 rushing yards for Tacoma. And who knows what we will see out of either one of these teams in the second half. Ottawa looking for their first win of the season. Tacoma trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. And it will be the Cavalry and Scar Patterson who will get the ball first here to start the third quarter. We are so glad to have you with us. SFLm here on YouTube. One night removed from the SFL championship game. The Denver Nighthawks with an outstanding last-second field goal victory over the Florida Storm. Two great teams based off in that championship matchup. We got two great teams here for you tonight. And it will be Ottawa taking over at their own 24-yard line as we start the second half. Scar Patterson, a player named for a high school player that won the state championship in Tennessee, the player created by his own son. And Scar Patterson will take over here at the 24-yard line. Twins to the bottom of your screen. Nickel look for Tacoma. Patterson will throw on first down, and that is caught. Vermillion will make that very close. And we have seen a fair amount of work from the wide receiver Cole Vermillion, second in inches.
Yeah, there's no shock that this game is as good as it is. It is the SFLm game of the week. Both these teams have came to play tonight for sure.
Vermillion, the number 5 wide receiver. I have that as his third catch, and I'm sure that I missed one or two. Second in inches now. Patterson will throw again. And there's another big catch. And that is Josh Stiles. And I think that was a one-handed effort, David. First down.
That's what I was looking at, too. That was an amazing catch for Stiles. I'm not sure how he caught that, but he did.
It's always impressive to me when you can make a one-handed grab when you have bodies flying towards you and you still hang on to the ball. Fresh set of downs now for Ottawa. They're at their own 42 at this point. And there's the handoff to Ellis. And Ellis will rumble to the 45-yard line, gain of 3, second and 7.
One name we haven't really mentioned for Ottawa that's made a lot of this possible is Perrin Ibarra. He's done a great job. The offensive lineman done a great job opening up some holes so that Ellis is able to get involved, and he's protected Patterson really well tonight.
Could not agree. Ibarra playing left tackle, doing a nice job protecting Patterson there. And that throw is caught to Sean Baker. That'll make it 3rd and 2. Everybody's getting in on the action here. Vermillion and Baker. A couple of backups. Coming up with some big catches here for Ottawa.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and again, Scar Patterson doing what he does, distributing the ball to everybody and keeping everybody involved.
Ellis up the middle. Ellis has a first down. And Ottawa is in plus territory. Toot, toot. Here comes the cavalry train. And Ottawa looking to add to their 4-point lead. 1st and 10.
Yeah, Ellis is definitely having his game, and it showing as Ottawa has the lead. And the offense is probably one of the strongest moves in this season.
Ellis again, this time around the left side, and Ellis met behind the line. Serious tackle there. And that is number 30, Jerry Burns, the backup cornerback. It says, yes, sir. That's a TFL for you. 2nd and 12.
Yeah, big time hit for Burns right there. He shut Ellis down fast.
Empty set now for Patterson. Time to throw. Out to the left side, and that is somehow caught. A tremendous catch by Ryan Roosevelt, who's owned the sideline so far tonight. And Ottawa has another fresh set of downs.
Scar Patterson had all day to throw that one. The line really protected. He could have gone on vacation there. Great catch by Roosevelt.
Just absolutely splendid, the timing on that throw from Patterson to Ryan Roosevelt, his first catch of the half. And now Ellis back into the game. Behind Patterson under center. Ellis will get the call. And Ellis gets nowhere, maybe a yard, as he is stopped behind the line by Axel Raven. The outside linebacker, 6'4", 256. And it'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Raven's been one of the better tacklers on this Tacoma Grizzlies defense. He's got 18 coming into the game. He's definitely a hard hitter in the middle of the field there.
Westclaw to the tight end on the right side. And Patterson goes down. Huge sack for Tacoma to make it 3rd and long. And there is some celebration right in the face of Scar Patterson. And that is Elliot Hess. Hessamania running wild on this Ottawa offense.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these two defenses are having a blast right now, and it is fun to watch.
Absolutely. Empty set again. Patterson will throw it to the corner, and that is intercepted. Outstanding catch by Tacoma. And well, let's get the number on who caught that. That is Cody Griffin, who jumped approximately 17 feet into the air to come up with this ball.
It might have been more 17 and a half feet. Don't cut him short. He jumped right in front of the receiver. A great play by Griffin. It's his 3rd interception of the season already. He's trying to get his name called in the draft.
I don't know. He'll have to settle for us calling his name right now. An outstanding play by the cornerback. And now Reno dealing. And he's got Shane Kaufman for a gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and great job by Tacoma. Down 14-10 for a while. Ottawa's driving. So what they do, they force turnover, and they come out. Huge first down play. Great job by Tacoma. They want to try to take momentum back and put it in their box. In their side of the court right now.
Heavy set for Tacoma. 8 in the box for Ottawa. Brad Jones does not care how many men you put in the box. Brad Jones gets another first down. And Brad Jones, David, despite his team losing, has a chance to run away with this game. And Tacoma might be putting their team on his back to get him back to the end zone.
Yeah, and he's doing it knowing that he's had several big hits against him. I mean, this Ottawa defense has hit him hard all night long, and he's not afraid to run it right up at him.
Jones again out of the heavy set with a tremendous gain. And as it's pointed out in the chat, The game plan is really running through Brad Jones right now. The heavy set, the twin tight ends, everything seems to be geared to getting Brad Jones that extra blocker, and it's really worked out for them so far.
Yes, it has. Going into this game, we knew that Brad Jones would be a big part of it. But I think he's even having more of an impact than I foresaw him having.
All right. Reno will throw here on 2nd and 4. And that is caught by Mike Savage. And they're going to spot him short. I don't know about that spot, but that's going to be 3rd and inches either way. Savage with another catch.
Yeah, I would like to have seen forward progress, give him the first down there. But 3rd, I think Brad Jones is probably salivating right now to go ahead and try to run it up the middle.
Well, he's not the only one. Twin tight ends. And Hanzo checks back into the game. Hattori Hanzo in at fullback. And no, Reno's going to throw here on 3rd and inches, and that is caught. And a conversion for Tacoma. Through the air this time. And it's Shane Kaufman coming up with a second catch of this drive. And it's a first down for the Grizzlies.
Wow, everyone thought for sure that we were fixing to see a run for Brad Jones. I think the defense was sold on it. Great job by Tacoma to catch Ottawa off guard.
Showing some versatility, this Tacoma offense is. And now nearly in midfield. The Grizzlies will take over again. Another 8 in the box for Ottawa. They're trying to get a handle on Brad Jones, and they sort of do there. A gain of only 2 this time. One of their better efforts, the Ottawa defense that is, against Jones so far, 2nd and 8.
Even though he has a couple of those small runs that don't equal a whole lot of yards, he is wearing down the Cavalry defense. If he continues to pound at them like that, they are not going to have much left in the 4th quarter.
And one drawback of those twin tight ends is that Ottawa can't put those 8 in the box with no repercussions. At this time, they get Jones behind the line. They're going to call it no gain. But they have managed to corral him at a point where they were not able to. Mitch Trunk, among others, in on the stop, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, I thought 92 was hurt there for a second. He was slow to get up. I'm glad he's okay. Big time play right here for Tacoma. They need to move the ball.
Jones off the field, empty set for Tacoma. Reno with deal, and that is intercepted. And running all the way back is Justin Reside, who's got a chance to take this to the his, but is finally brought down from behind. And Ottawa, after watching Johnny Reno push them halfway down the field, is brought into the red zone by the interception return of Justin Reside.
Yeah, Justin almost took that one all the way to the house. It's his 2nd interception of the season. Big time play. Great job to answer back. Again, each team matching the other, one turnover for turnover. We have our stuff a ball game, Josh.
And you remember Reside's first interception. We had that game too. It was to ice that game. Just a couple weeks ago, and now, or would have iced the game, had Doug Spelling not caught the Hail Mary in the end zone against Lexington.
We saw Ellis is averaging 3.9 yards per carry. Coming into the season, he was only averaging 2.7, so a big-time game for Ellis.
Trips to the bottom of your screen. Patterson will throw. No, he's going to go down. And that was a huge sack there for Tacoma. And a splashdown by number 98, Matthew Sandoval. Huge sack there, 3rd and 15.
I mean, this would be a big stop for Tacoma if they can limit Ottawa to only a field goal after such a great starting position.
Would make it a 1-score game. Patterson, ball deflected. And the pressure has been really tremendous from that Tacoma front 7. And this time it's number 68. Elliott Hess again. Hess Mania running wild again. And now Ottawa will have to kick a field goal.
Yeah, I mean, they start out in the red zone. Big turnover. Looks like Tacoma could start to kind of get deflated a little bit. Their defense steps up, puts the pressure on Ottawa, and now instead of giving up a touchdown, they're lucky enough to maybe only give up 3 points.
This will be a 41-yard attempt. And that is up and good into the net. from 41 yards, and now it is a 7-point lead for Ottawa.
Yeah, only about 2 minutes left in the third quarter. This fourth quarter is going to be extremely exciting. I can see a Hail Mary play coming into effect as time expires to determine who will be the winner.
It is that close at this point. You called that before the game, and I'm glad you're reminding both of us of your prediction from just over 1 hour ago. And now Tacoma with a spin move, and that spin will be returned to sender as Tacoma will start at their own 26.
Yeah, right now, Tacoma, they need to come out. They're down by a touchdown. They need to get some points on the board. Ideally, they want a touchdown, but you know what? They need to at least get a field goal on this drive.
Here comes the double tight end sets again. Wide receiver tucked in very close. I believe that's Savage. Hanzo, and then Jones in the backfield. Reno will throw out to Jones on the player out on the right side. He's going to be stopped for a gain of 2 to make it 2nd and 8. The SFL's third season of minor league action is underway, and you can watch every week live on the SFL's YouTube channel at youtube.com/SimulationFL. The league is full of all of the newest players who have gone from couch to field and are hoping to one day be on national TV just like all the players today. Want to get on the field? It's never too late. Visit simulationfl.net to join our Discord community, create a player, and start building your career today. Reno on 2nd and 8 will Dale to the out route, and that is caught once again by Shane Kaufman, who's having himself quite a second half here. That is his third catch.
Yeah, but really, he needs to have a little bit more field presence. He had room to get the first down there. Kind of went out of bounds a little early. He felt the footsteps coming, but nonetheless, a manageable third down.
We have seen a fair amount of receivers struggle to making that turn upfield after the out route catch. Double tight end set again for Tacoma. And Jones up the middle. And Jones will get the first down. So David, when we see that double tight end set, we are seeing Ottawa bring those linebackers in, and they're getting 8 in the box against 7 defenders, against 7 blockers. Do you think that's working so far for Tacoma?
I mean, Jones has had some success running it, but I think majority of the plays Ottawa's had success. Just those big ones that really hurt Ottawa.
Reno again, pump fake. He's going to run upfield. And Reno will get to the 43-yard line, and he is slow to get up. Okay, there he goes. A sigh of relief for Grizzly Nation.
Yeah, great field presence, though. That's his football IQ stepping in. He knew he was being chased. Didn't have anything downfield. He didn't force the ball downfield and throw a interception. He got him a couple yards. The second down, great job, Reno.
2nd and 5. Jones again, this time stopped behind the line. And we are seeing Stephon Forge, the outside linebacker. First time we've called his name tonight. Making an outstanding play behind the line to corral Jones.
Jones has got to be sore. He is going to definitely take an ice bath after this one. Ottawa has hit him hard all night long.
No tight ends this time. 4 wideouts and Jones in the backfield. Nickel look for Ottawa. Reno will throw on 3rd and 6. Dealing to the right side. That is deflected and will fall incomplete. Mike Carroll, the cornerback, getting the deflection, looking for Simpson. And we are going to see Johnny Landers parade out onto the field for another Tacoma punt.
I thought we were about to see Mike Carroll in the end zone. He had a wide open shot. Had he caught that big time stop right there, forcing Tacoma to have to punt. Tell you what, neither of these two teams will let up defensive pressure right now.
Punt is away. And Ottawa will get this out to the 24-yard line. And that is where Scar Patterson will set up shop. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter, David. Can you handle one more quarter of this incredible SFLm action? I hope you can. The teams have to switch sides, but you can stay right there. More football action coming your way. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. Ottawa looking for their first win of the season, and they are well on their way, leading Tacoma by 7. And they will have the ball here to start the first quarter with a fresh set of downs. Patterson in the empty set. Westclaw the tight end. And he will throw on first down, obviously. Out to the left side. That is caught by Ryan Roosevelt. Roosevelt down the left sideline. A great gain for Ryan Roosevelt, who just went over the century mark.
I believe that was a one-handed catch again for Roosevelt, his second of the game.
And he has made some monster catches in this game. An outstanding receiving talent. Having a chance to shine here in the SFLm Game of the Week. And now has an opportunity to maybe extend his team's lead. Adrian Ellis back in the game at tailback. He will get the call here at first down. He's stuck behind the line. And that is John Swift, the defensive end, who very swiftly snuck into the Cavalry backfield for that TFL, 2nd and 14.
Great response by Tacoma, because right now the last thing that Tacoma wants to do is give up a touchdown and go down by 2 scores. So they come out, big time hit. Let's see if they keep the pressure on and at least maybe a field goal or maybe even a punt.
Ellis stopped again behind the line, and this time it's Earl Fields the 4th. All the Tacoma Grizzlies getting in on the action, and it's 3rd and 15, another TFL for Tacoma.
Big time play. The Grizzlies and their defense are just stepping up when it comes to the most.
Dime set for Tacoma. Patterson will throw under pressure, and that is intercepted. Patterson was feeling the heat and just uncorked a suspicious ball, and that one falls into the hands of the enemy, and Tacoma will take over.
Yeah, his second interception of the night already. Not what you want to do, but Tacoma, I mean, great job. Andy Harris there with the interception.
And John Swift applying the pressure there for Scar Patterson. And now Johnny Reno, his team trailing by 7. Hosting the winless Ottawa Cavalry. Has a chance to pull his team even. Hanzo and Jones in the backfield. 9:28 to play in regulation. It's Jones around the left side. It's the right side, excuse me. There's a gain of 4. Harry Husky, the strong safety, making the tackle, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Jones is a little slow to get up. It looks like these hits are having an impact on him.
Tacoma trips to the top of your screen. Reno again. 4-man rush for Ottawa. And that is caught. Mike Savage again putting his body on the line to go over the middle and make a big gain for Tacoma. First down.
Yeah, the defensive pressure, I mean, he had bodies all over him, and he was still able to catch it and still get a couple more yards. Great job by Savage.
I saw 6 white jerseys on that replay and 1 blue jersey. And the blue jersey came out with the ball. 1st and 10. Clock continues to run here. Tacoma has plenty of time to get this thing down the field. They'll hand off to Jones. Hanzo will block in front, and Jones stopped behind the line again. And it's Kay Shine, the inside linebacker with the TFL. Welcome to the league, Mr. Shine.
Both these defenses, again, they're bending, but they're not breaking, and they're making the big-time plays. Man, this is exciting.
Jones again, and Jones is just not getting the output that we saw from him in the first half. And it's Stephon Forge this time, coming up to the point of attack and make the play. 3rd and 9.
I'll tell you what, Josh, I stand behind it. This fourth quarter is going to be entertaining, and we are going to be wondering who will win the game all the way till the time the whistle blows. Both these teams are fighting and fighting to the end.
Jones off the field, the empty set. Reno will throw on 3rd and 9. Deep ball over the middle, and that is dropped. That could have been a huge interception by Mike Carroll, but he can't hang on. And Tacoma's going to punt.
Wow, that Reno got lucky that he didn't throw the interception there. They still have to punt the ball, so Tacoma's got to be happy. Ottawa's got to be happy to be able to force that punt.
All 3 Tacoma drives in the second half. Punt, and the interception by Justin Reside. It's been all goose eggs for the Tacoma offense so far, and there's a shot. As Ottawa tries to return that punt, and they'll get no farther than their own 21-yard line. And Ottawa has a chance to extend their lead, David.
They do. The Tacoma defense, they've stood strong all night long when it counts the most. Are they going to be able to stand strong for another drive?
I think even if you could take a few minutes off this clock, it'll be a successful effort. Twin tight ends this time for Ottawa. And Patterson will throw a fade. And look at the catch! An outstanding leaping grab. What a play by Josh Stiles. Now that's a big first down for Ottawa.
52 yards receiving tonight. Not the most amount of yards, but when he catches it, it's been big time. Look at the diving extension. First down. A huge play right there.
Looked like he would have had a red cape dangling from his neck as he caught that ball. Absolutely terrific, heroic even, for Ottawa. This time from their own 45. Patterson will throw on first and down. This time it's Roosevelt over the middle. The left side of the middle, I guess. And that's another first down for Ottawa.
You know, Scar Patterson, he's really hating that he threw that last interception. He is coming out on a mission. He knows if he can put some points up right now, it will help kind of put Tacoma's back against the wall. And he has got his tunnel vision for a touchdown.
And that is a great point, coming out after the INT and throwing back-to-back long bombs. And this time it's Ellis, and Ellis won't get more than a yard. As the Tacoma line stacks up, Axel Raven, among others, for the Grizzlies on the stop, 2nd and 9.
We are in for some action, but Scar Patterson, you know, I love his confidence to be able to come out, continue to spread the ball around, but I do not expect anything less than Tacoma Grizzlies to stand strong and force a punt here.
Patterson over the middle again. That is off the hands of his receiver. I think that was Roosevelt. And that will be 3rd and 9. Sector 6 is the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League. Visit sector6apparel.com or our website at simulationfl.net for replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more that help each team stand out from their opponents. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6 and the SFL. And now a big 3rd down coming up here, David. What do you want to see Tacoma do?
I mean, if you're Tacoma, you know that you've got to watch out. They've gone to Ellis a few times, but they just need to put some pressure on Scar Patterson, see if they can scare him into throwing another interception.
I would love to see Tacoma put some pressure on Patterson. As you said, that pressure has been pretty significant. There it is. The blitz, the 4-man rush actually gets home, and it's Elliott Hess again. His 3rd TFL of the night. Hessamania running wild in this game.
Yeah, two tackles for loss, 2 sacks tonight. That is some big-time defense right there.
And just a great little duck of that left shoulder, getting through the Ottawa offensive line and getting home on that rush. That makes all the difference in this league if you could put pressure on a quarterback. And now the clock will run with just under 5.5 to play. And we may see this down deep. And look at this. Another outstanding special teams play by Mike Carroll. That's going to be down inside the 5.
I'll tell you what, you know, that defense right there probably prevented a field goal by getting that sack, probably prevented a field goal. And now what they do is now they've got the ball back, trying to get some points on the board and get this game even.
They got to go 96 yards in 5.25 minutes. Reno will hand off to Jones. And Jones stopped behind the line again. Jones has gone nowhere this second half. And a slew of defenders taking him to task. Jim Conway, among others, for the Cavalry, 2nd and 11.
Tell you what, the way Ottawa has Jones pegged right now, you would think they have 12 or 13 guys on the field. Great job by Ottawa making adjustments.
Jones again for no gain, and they will run a hurry up. Interesting decision here. The double tight end set. Ottawa stacks the line. And Jones barely gets out of the end zone that time. He's going to lose 2 more. And we've seen a meteoric rushing average for Brad Jones dwindle to all the way down to just a very good 4.8 yards a carry.
And now this is going to be a dangerous punt from their own end zone.
It might be the fastest 3 and out I've ever seen. And Lander somehow gets this off. Thought that was going to bang the bottom of the goalpost there for a second. And Vermillion will get this very close, almost already in Potty's field goal range. And the Ottawa will take over at the Tacoma 35, David.
Yeah, we are down to 4 minutes and 10 seconds left, Josh. Ottawa, they put some points up here. They really are pushing the nail in the coffin. There's time left for Tacoma, but they've got to respond. If I'm Tacoma, I'm going for a turnover, making it happen right here.
This is the second time Ottawa has started a drive at Tacoma's end of the field in this half. And Ellis will run to the right side and get 5 yards. And that is not something you want to see if you're on the Tacoma's defense, 2nd and 5.
No, but they've gave up a couple big plays, but they always buckle down and keep the pressure on them. So I'm curious to see, are they going to put more pressure? Every time they pressure Scar Patterson, great things happen for the Tacoma defense.
I agree. They need another interception or a turnover of some kind. They've had 2 already tonight. Patterson will throw here. Pressure mounting behind him, and finally goes down. Patterson finally sacked. And it's Matthew Sandoval who hits one out of the park for the hometown Grizzlies.
And it's Patterson okay. He is being awfully slow to get up right now. Big time hit. This could very well put Ottawa back in position after punt versus being in field goal position yet again. This Tacoma defense standing tall.
4th sack of Patterson this half by the Tacoma defense. Sandoval's been in there. I think Hess has 2. And there's been innumerable pressures by that Tacoma front 4. 3rd and 11 now. Trips to the bottom of your screen for Ottawa. Patterson will hand it off to Ellis, and Ellis will get nowhere. Brought down in a jiff by Axel Raven. And Axel Raven knows what that means. He knows that his team is going to get a chance to get the ball back, as Aiden Loft is going to come out here for a chip shot punt. Or a coffin corner punt, excuse me.
I mean, wow. Tacoma's defense, big time play. Again, Ottawa, they're in position to possibly put up a field goal. 2 drives in a row, which should make it a 2-score game. The defense stands strong, forces a punt. We're about to see the 2-minute drill for Tacoma. This is what they practice. Are they ready for it?
Back-to-back stops for the Tacoma defense. And Carroll gets it, but cannot stop himself from going into the end zone. That will be a touchback, and Tacoma gets the ball at the 20.
Wow, that could be a difference maker right there. If Carroll is able to stop that, that really hurts Tacoma. Tacoma out to the 20 now. Can Reno make some plays happen? We've seen Savage with some big catches. We've seen Kaufman with some big catches. Can one of those 2 receivers make a big-time play?
And now they've got a free timeout here with 2:02 left. They'll get the 2-minute warning here, so they could run or throw it here. And Reno will throw over to the left side. That is caught by Shane Kaufman, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Don't touch that mouse, screen, or dial. Tacoma driving down the field for the game-tying touchdown. You're watching SFLm on YouTube. Tacoma trying to hold serve here at home. Johnny Reno in the empty set, Ottawa in the dime. Reno will throw here on 1st down, and that is deflected and caught. Garrett Simpson makes a tremendous catch, and Tacoma's going to call a timeout. Mitchell Simpson, excuse me.
Well, you know, you practice a 2-minute drill every single practice to end it, and then you also do a tip drill. Both of those came into big-time play. Ottawa tried to force a turnover. Tacoma stays focused. They're positive side of the field. Here we go, 1:52 left, and Tacoma is marching.
That catch by Simpson is a game changer. They have to go 45 yards, but they have 1:52 to do it. Hanzo back in the game to block for Jones. But they're going to throw it on first down, and Jones will get the flare. And Jones will get a couple yards before being dragged down by Kay and a host of other Ottawa defenders to make it 2nd and 8, and they're going to hurry up.
Wow, a big-time play, 1:30 left in the game. They've got to make something happen here. Try to get out of bounds, conserve timeouts.
Reno to Savage. Savage has a first down. They're going to hurry it up. They're at the Ottawa 31-yard line. Clock continues to run, 1:22 to play. They'll keep the same personnel on the field. Reno back to Jones. Jones has a lane, and Jones will go to spin move instead of getting out of bounds. And they'll go back to the hurry up. Clock continues to run, 2nd and 6, 1:08 to play here. Reno again has time to throw. Is that Savage again? Yes, it is. And Savage does get out of bounds with 1:01 left on the clock. Very impressive looking 2-minute drill so far, David.
Marching right downfield. John Reno, he's doing a phenomenal job managing his receivers right now. Doing a good job with his vision, too. Field vision, seeing everything. They're in range to make something happen, but he's got to be smart, not force it with 1 minute left.
And with 1 minute left and 2 timeouts, you could still use Brad Jones at this end of the field. Although they are stacking the box, Jones will get the call here. He'll get a couple yards, and that's it. And they will hurry up. They will save their timeouts as Reno gets back into the line. 50 seconds to play here. Looking to throw, 2nd and 8. Has a man open to the right side. That is Kaufman, and Kaufman's in the end zone for the touchdown. Tacoma will tie this game pending the extra point.
Wow, what a play. Tacoma with the great drive. I'm talking about Reno, wonderful job. Great clock management. I love that they did eat some clock up at the same time, because now Ottawa does not have much time to respond. We may have ourselves overtime, borrow some kind of maybe Hail Mary again, which we've seen this year already. Tell you what, great job by Tacoma.
Now Potty will kick what might be the biggest extra point of his fledgling career. It's up, and it's good, and we are knotted at 17 apiece. And Ottawa will have 45 seconds to get down the field and score any semblance of points that they possibly can to get their first win of the season. A very tall order for any team, but perhaps especially for the winless Cavalry so far.
The SFLm game of the week. This is sure not let us down. It's been action-packed, and we are in for a wild finish. 41 seconds left on the clock for Ottawa. Can they get downfield and score? They have 2 timeouts. Are we looking at an overtime, Josh?
Visit the all-new SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player to join our community, the league, and the teams that play in it. Over 1,500 games and thousands of players who have hit the virtual field. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Patterson will start this drive in the shotgun. Empty set, throwing on first down. And that is caught by Roosevelt. And Ottawa will use a timeout here as they get the ball to their own 33-yard line with 36 seconds remaining.
Yeah, knowing they had 3 timeouts, that's not a bad call. It gives them 2 still to manage. 36 seconds. They just have to be smart with the 2 timeouts.
Empty set again. Adrian Ellis on the sidelines here. Dime set for Tacoma. Patterson, deep drop, throwing it over the middle, and that is deflected, and that will fall to the ground, intended for Roosevelt. Great coverage there. Cody Griffin had Roosevelt basically one-on-one and got a finger on it.
Yeah, there's not many times that Patterson's thrown to Roosevelt that he hasn't caught it. So Griffin, great job with the defense presence to allow the incompletion there.
Patterson will stay in the empty set. Wes Cloud, the tight end on the left side. Short drop. Throw it over the middle. Caught by Roosevelt this time. It's a first down. Ottawa will burn their second timeout. They have one left.
We are down to the wire. 28 seconds left. I mean, Ottawa's got to march a little bit farther. I would say probably a good 20 yards before I'd feel comfortable trying to kick a field goal.
I would think at the very least, put you in a manageable situation. Anything 50 yards or more would be less than that. Oh, deflected there. Patterson's pass falls to the ground. And look who it is. Earl Fields the fourth. EF4 coming up with a big 5 fingers on that pass to make it 2nd and 10.
That was one of the biggest stops of the day. Tacoma back to tie the game. If they can win it, that right there could be one of the plays that helps seal the win for them.
Scar Patterson back in the empty set. We'll throw here, short drop over the middle. That is caught by Westclaw. We've not seen much of him since the first half. And they will hurry it back up, 3rd and 4. A huge third down here for Ottawa. Another short drop. And another big catch is Vermillion. Again, Cole Vermillion, who has had so many big catches in this game, unbelievably. And Ottawa will use their last timeout.
Yeah, time management right here has kind of been a little questionable. Now they've got 9 seconds. They need to try to do an out route, maybe real quick, a quick out route, get a little bit closer. You got to make sure you get out of bounds. But they're going to go for it right here. They're not going to take a chance. They're going to go for it.
They're going to kick the field goal now. This would be from 53 yards. George Murphy will try and put the SFLm kicking rumors to rest. It is up. Does it have the leg? No, it does not. It's no good. It's short. Murphy couldn't get the ball to the back of the end zone, and we remain tied at 17.
Wow. I would have liked to see them run one out route, try to get a few more yards. If they could have got at least 5 or 6 yards, that could have been the game-winning field goal right there.
With 9 seconds left, I agree. I think they had plenty of time to do that. The only downside would be that if they were tackled in bounds, that would be the end of the game. But now Tacoma's going to get a shot at the end zone here. They're in the Hail Mary set with 5 seconds to play. Johnny Reno will face a 4-man rush, and he will let it rip. Everybody running down the field, and it's caught first. No, it's incomplete. You've got to be kidding me.
He dropped the game-winning touchdown.
Shane Kaufman had it in his hands, and then it was out of his hands. I think we're going overtime. I think we're getting some free football, David.
Wow. Great throw by Reno. Unfortunately, he pulled in, but how very it did the game. This is a wild game. Here we go. Game of the week right here.
Shane Kaufman, who caught the game-tying touchdown, had a chance at the game-winning touchdown, fully extended for the ball, but simply could not bring it in. And now we are going to overtime. And Tacoma won the toss, and they will get the ball first. And there is a return by Simpson. Fair to Midland, and they will get the ball at the 28-yard line.
Not a bad start. Tacoma, the momentum's been in their favor the second half, I would say. They need to try to push that. Let's see if Reno can't, overcome that drop touchdown and try to get downfield for a quick score.
Reno will throw on first down, and that is caught by Kaufman, who comes up with a big catch this time. 2nd and 3. SFL overtime rules. It's sudden death here. First team to score wins. No modified, no equal possessions. If Tacoma gets a field goal in this drive, they win and the game ends. Now
So,
Johnny Reno.
Tacoma, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I just noticed that Hanzo and Jones are back in here, and with a fresh clock, they have an opportunity to go back to Jones. And Jones stopped short of the first down. Jones has just gotten nowhere this entire second half. And it's Mitch Trunk. And look who else, Stephon Forge, converging to keep Jones in front of the line to gain.
Big time play right here. You know, maybe we see a fullback get the ball.
Maybe we see Jones go down the right side of the spin cycle. And Jones very close to midfield with a big run just when his team needed it. 1st and 10, Tacoma.
Yeah, he's kind of struggled, as you've mentioned, in the second half. If you're going to turn it up in overtime on sudden death, and that's exactly what he did. Big time run, 1st down, Tacoma Grizzlies.
I don't think Jones has struggled so much as the Ottawa defense has just stepped up and clogged every single hole that he was running through in the first half. But as it stands now, Jones will be the lone single back. Double tight end set for Tacoma. And now 8 in the box for Ottawa. Jones again, and Jones going nowhere. He's just not having the same success, especially out of that double tight end set. And Harry Husky, among the gang of cavalry, bringing Jones down 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and they're kind of lucky they didn't lose yardage on that play. Right now, I mean, this is the game on the line. Let's see what Johnny Reno can do these next couple of plays.
Jones again, maybe a yard. And you see this Ottawa defense just coming alive. Bruce Horn, the defensive tackle, we've not called his name tonight, coming up with a big play in overtime to make it 3rd and long.
Yeah, and they're definitely not in field goal position, so they've got to try to pick up this 1st down right here.
Dime set for Ottawa. Bunch set for Tacoma. At the top of your screen. Jones a lone setback. Short drop for Reno. Kaufman's got it, and Kaufman's got a 1st down. Huge catch by Shane Kaufman.
Wow. I mean, he had bodies all over him, but he was able to bring that in, get the 1st down, keep Tacoma driving. They're about 10 to 12 yards away from a field goal range that they'll be comfortable with.
Double tight ends again. Only 7 in the box this time for Ottawa. Jones up the middle. Jones manages to squirt through for a gain of 6 and make it 2nd and 4. And remember, Murphy missed from 53 yards earlier. The spot here would put them right at 53. So they want to get a little farther down the field.
Yeah, I think they want, if they can convert this 1st down, I think from that point, you just run it with Jones and kick a field goal.
Reno, deep drop on 2nd and 4, over the middle. That is caught. And a huge catch by Mike Savage. His 8th of the game. And he knows how big that is. It gets you a fresh set of downs. It gets you that much closer to the goalpost.
Yeah, if I am Tacoma, I am not putting the ball in the air. I'm giving the ball to Jones and let him carry it. He'll get a couple yards and kick the field goal.
Jones with a huge hole up the middle. And he is inside the 20. Actually, they're going to spot him at the 20 in the red zone. And now if you're Tacoma, it's not if, but when. When do you send Potty out onto the field to kick what's going to be the game-winning field goal?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have a turnover. You don't want to fumble the ball. They are definitely in field goal range. I wouldn't imagine they'd run another play after this.
Reno over the middle. Another catch by Savage. And he is slow to get up. Reno put that ball right on the money in a tight window. And it's 1st and goal.
That is a gutsy play. I don't know many offensive coordinators that would call a pass play. That was risky as all get out right there. Living dangerously.
And living less dangerously here. The field goal kicking unit comes out. Potty from 23 yards. to win the game. Spot is down, kick is up, and it's good. For 23 yards in Tacoma, in overtime, has knocked off the Ottawa Cavalry. Your final score, 20-17. David won a game.
Was Tacoma with a great comeback after being down at halftime, and was able to pull it off. Huge win for Tacoma.
What a game by both teams, but it's Tacoma that managed to come out on top. You see the huge time of possession difference there, 28 minutes to 20 minutes. And of course the 2 turnovers for Ottawa. But what a game. Scar Patterson, they see the interception there. And David, I really think both defenses, after we saw a lot of fireworks in the first quarter, both defenses really came out to shine tonight.
They did. They made a lot of huge plays. They continued to show up and really forced each quarterback to spread the ball out and to really make them make plays. And I tell you what, it was exciting to watch as always, Josh.
Absolutely. Scar Patterson played an outstanding game and connected on big routes like that. Ryan Roosevelt, a huge gain. And really, it was almost a war of attrition in the sense that Ottawa, when they were moving the ball down the field, they may not have been getting points, but they were taking time off the clock and they were taking opportunities away from Tacoma, but it was just not quite enough as Tacoma managed to come down the field. And Shane Kaufman had the game-tying touchdown with less than a minute to play.
Yeah, you know, he's got to be frustrated he wasn't able to bring it in, but at the end of the day, they won, and it was an action-packed game. We were on the edge of our seats all through it. It lived up to the SFLm game of the week.
And you might be able to make a point about the overtime. Ottawa never had a chance to touch the ball on offense, but it was Johnny Reno. And of course, that man right there, Brad Jones, who had a monster game. He came up with big runs when his team needed it. Had an outstanding first half, came back to earth a little bit in the second half, but he'd be my vote for player of the game. And look who it is, Brad Jones, 33 attempts, 152 yards and a touchdown. Also 13 yards through the air. David, it's always a pleasure, my friend. Really enjoyed it.
Yes, sir, it is. We have a lot of fun, and these games never let us down.
They sure don't. For David Ware, for Cameron Irvine in the truck, I'm Josh Circle. We'll have some more SFL action for you coming up. Until then, we'll see you on the internet. Good night from Tacoma. The Grizzlies get it done in overtime.